Namaste and welcome, beloved mighty companions.
Namaste, bienvenidos, amados compañeros poderosos.
So today we're going to have a spirit-guided trip to go watch the movie Wonder Woman 2.
Hoy día tenemos un viaje guiado a ver la película Mujer Maravilla 2.
Wonder Woman 1984.
Mujer Maravilla 1984.
Yeah, because I was asking Jesus about Wonder Woman 1. Was that really a spirit-guided movie? He says no.
Le pregunté a Jesús si la parte 1 era una película guiada y escuché no.
And Wonder Woman 2 is. It has some very powerful scenes in this movie.
Y la película 2, la parte 2, lo es. Hay escenas poderosas en esta película.
And Jesus uses these stories to show us and teach us about what true function is.
Y Jesús nos usa historias para mostrarnos cuál es nuestra función.
And how to use the symbols in the mind in these movies to see when we're in guidance and when we're out of guidance.
Y cómo usa los símbolos en las películas para mostrarnos cuándo estamos bajo guía y cuándo no.
Now, what's very interesting about this movie is there's going to be a power that comes in where you can, quote unquote, wish things into existence, where you have wishes.
En esta película vamos a ver que hay un poder que se expresa cuando la mente tiene deseos.
And so it's a really good movie for looking at wish fulfillment.
Es una buena película para ver la expresión de estos deseos.
How we wish characters into existence to use them in a way that's going to we can use as an excuse to deny our divine function.
Como podemos traer personajes a la conciencia como deseos, como símbolos de una negación de nuestra función.
And when we release the symbols, you'll see in this movie there's going to be a very big release of a symbol from the mind that's been delaying her accepting her true function.
En esta película va a haber un gran símbolo de la liberación del deseo de negar la función.
And she's going to fly. You'll see it's one of the stunning scene of where she flies after she says she accepts that she had been holding herself back.
Y se va a expresar ahí cuando ella vuele, cuando ella reconozca que quiere regresar.
And that she had to let go of the form in order to step into the function of who she is.
El reconocimiento de que tiene que dejar la función para poder aceptar la función y reconocer lo que ella es.
In a lot of these movies, he used a lot of the Marvel Comics movies. He does use to use the symbology in them to show us where function is and where function isn't.
En muchas de las películas de Marvel se usa estos símbolos para ver dónde estamos siendo guiados y dónde no.
So to where we can see it's not about following or beating up the bad guy or saving the world.
No es sobre pelear o atacar al malo o salvar al mundo.
Or saving bodies.
O salvar cuerpos.
It's about, again, accepting of the power, divine power given by God of who we are.
Es aceptar el poder divino que Dios nos da.
So we can either follow the Holy Spirit and accept the divine function and express as divine beings, or we can keep the ego and keep denying the guidance that Jesus is giving us, that is the way out.
Podemos seguir la guía, escuchar al Espíritu Santo y reconocernos como seres divinos o mantenernos aferrados al ego.
So, and ultimately for us to see in the symbol of this movie that we're the only ones choosing to stop ourselves from recognition of light and acceptance of light.
Lo que vemos en estas películas es que somos los responsables de elegir la aceptación de la luz.
That there's no world out there that can stop us from being what we are.
Que no hay un mundo afuera que pueda detenernos de ser lo que somos.
So I don't know how many beings have seen the first movie, and Jesus is saying it's not necessary that you have seen the first movie in order for this movie to get the fullness of this movie.
No sé quiénes han visto aquí la parte 1, pero Jesús me dice que no es necesario haberla visto.
And we know that Jesus will tell us everything we need to know as we watch the movie. We stay as the light and let Jesus and then tell us everything, and then we'll come back here and have an opportunity to hear what everyone has experienced in the movie.
Todos podemos escuchar a Jesús lo que nos diga mientras vemos la película, si invocamos la luz, y después podemos volver acá y comentar lo que ya hemos escuchado.
So it's helpful to know that the first movie was, I believe it was like World War II. Okay, so this is 1984, years later. And in the first movie, she met a soldier who was fighting in the war, and then they fell in love and had a relationship.
En la primera película conoció a un soldado con el que se enamoraron y que generaron una relación.
So it's helpful for you to know that he actually dies. So that's the character is Chris Pine.
Y él ahí murió. Y el personaje es Chris Spine.
He plays the boyfriend.
Él era el novio.
Okay? So it's helpful for you to know that as like a background so you can really be noticing what's happening in this movie.
Es útil para ustedes que sepan esto que ocurrió en la anterior.
That there are no bad guys out there. There's only these wishes for something.
Que no hay chicos malos, solamente hay deseos por algo.
Wishing for something that is not real.
El deseo de algo que no es real.
And then letting go of the wishes that we have for something that's not real.
Y luego abandonar esos deseos por tener lo que no es real.
You know, and not hang on to any characters in form. If he says your function with someone is complete, to trust that and release the mind from that. He'll help you release the mind from that.
No aferrarse a los personajes o a la forma. Escuchar si él nos dice que la función llegó hasta ese momento en la relación y luego seguir la dirección.
Okay, Jesus, thank you for this mission.
Gracias, Jesús, por esta misión.